you know, the mod god here. Going to be hooking this up. I'm bringing you another Skyrim video. I hear some of you people don't like it. To that, I say deal with it. I don't care what you think. I'm in it for the I'm in it for the I'm in it for the money. Not for you. So fuck you. And let's all give praise to the Lord, SwaggyP. So, yeah. Um, yeah. It's all I gotta say. Well, I didn't know this mod came with the Discover Fucking Everything mod. Well, that's a nice bonus. Let's go to Whiterun. No, just kidding. Dragon's Reach here. Yeah, let's go here. Drive. Just waiting for him to join the stream. Oh, wow, that's realistic lighting. Jesus Christ, that's overpowering. Huh, what do you know? There's a strong box here. Huh, one that might be inside it. Some gemstones, perhaps? Oh, what do you know? Gem of Destiny. Fantastic. I'll take all 50 of them. You know wanna be the funniest thing? If I drew out one. Oh my god. So anyway, we're just gonna go to miscellaneous. Drop a Gem of Destiny, just one. We only need to drop one. We don't gotta worry about the rest. There is no repercussions. Because we kill people who try to. Just gonna drop one, and then boom, we get to change everything. Oh, never mind. He doesn't want to. So we're gonna go. High elf. All right. Get him with the high elf. Oh no. Oh no. Oh crap. We gotta load it back, boys. Load it back. Load it back, boys. Gotta take off the mask. Gotta take off that mask, boy. If that was an expensive use of magic, even for you, said Lord Jerosi. I'm not reading all that. As you can see, we actually have, for every shot we've unlocked, we have all 3 words of it. It's glitched to where it only shows the same first word over and over again. But whatever. It says the word, different words, so whatever. We're gonna search this. Oh, well, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. First off, gotta take off this mask. You get 50 of these, yeah? Oh, sorry, it's not for you to take. It's for me only. What happened again? Leave me alone. No thanks. So now what we're gonna do is we're just gonna go here and see this amazing, beautiful Gem of Destiny. I'm gonna drop exactly one. Has to be one. And we're gonna become a high elf. Yeah. Oh, oh. Oh, okay. Well, we look like a girl, basically, so just make ourselves a bit whiter. I mean, yellower, or whatever, shut up. Oh, this looks good, I guess. Yeah. Alright. Eye shape. Let's make him look upset. Yeah. Brow type, no, we gotta be looking mad. That's almost, yeah. I don't know, that looks kinda mad, to be honest, but whatever. No, I don't, no, that doesn't fit a human, to be honest. That looks meta-human. Alright, sure, we'll go with, yeah, we'll go with this. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Um, oh, God, no. Wanna be yellow. Yeah. Is there anything better? Even, no? Okay. Nothing even remotely better. But that's okay. We look like a douche lord. I approve. And we'll call ourselves. What do we call ourselves? What's a god name? Let's just call ourselves. Let's just what do we call ourselves? What's the most godly thing out there? Oh, I know. Oh, I got this. Boom. As you see, we're now a high elf in mines, but not anymore. All right. Now what we're gonna do? All right. Since we're high elf, we're gonna check this. Check it out. Highborn prominence. Once a day, recover 50 magic of 50 times faster with no detrimental effects for 66 seconds. Fortified carry weight. Oh wait, that's never mind. We already have hooded Dalmor robes, making our destruction spells cast 12% less to cast. Highborn mastery. High elves are born with 50 extra magicka. We got greater magic resistance, which is plus 30 magic resist. And yeah, I mean, what else can I say, man? What else do we need? I mean, have you seen me? Now all it's left is to complete the look. So it's put on jeez, what do we even do? Downward boots, downward gloves. And of course, can't be forgetting, alright? Gotta put on the hooded Dalmor robes. We look like an absolute tool. Perfection. We got 12% less. 12% less. Alright. I approve. Now I'm looking for a chest. Alright, looking for a chest in here. Don't know exactly where it's... Oh, okay. Don't know exactly where it's at. I'm gonna have to look in here, I guess. Nope. I don't know what would be put in there. Oh, what, is it here? No. Oh, here it is. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, you did not. You did not give me all this. Well. 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 There's gonna be some, there's gonna be some, there's gonna, we're gonna whip some ass, yeah. Might as well call this BDSM. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you think I was gonna earn that stuff? Bitch, please. In fact, you know what? No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We're not doing that, fam. We're gonna go back. We're gonna go all the way back, okay? All the way back from when we were not modded. Like, is this? Yeah, that's not good. No, no, no. We're gonna go all the way back to our first non-modded save. Oh, our last save that is not modded. Yeah, alright. Back when we were still level 11, mind you. Alright. Still level 11. And we're gonna do this, alright? Gonna do this. This way we keep our gold and get all the spells. Oh, and the faster leveling and everything. Hit them with the, you know? Oh, it's so good. Learn divine magic to damage a target using your restoration skill. Oh well, that's a unique loading screen thing. Alright, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go all the way back to Skyrim, all the way back to, oh wait, we gotta wait a little bit. Alright, this loading screen is slightly bit longer, but it's alright. It's alright. Go to Skyrim, alright. And those interested in learning about magic may consider joining the College of Nevermore, Winterhold, where we hold all you, sex slaves prisoner.
Yes?
Let's go to Dragon's Reach. The Reach of the Gods, man. What the hell? Oh wow, we basically discovered everything. Didn't know it was part of the cheats. The Circle is a small group of gangbangers. Oh, sorry. I didn't. No, I don't gotta apologize. That's what it said, right? Yeah, totally. You get a new quest. Nobody cares because they just use it as an excuse to get you to go away from them because no one loves you. By the gods. Yes, Swaggy and I are gods. The gods. I'm the god of Skyrim, and he's the god of everything besides me. Because he can't go, nobody can tame me. I mean, have you seen me? How does he sit there reading his book? Okay. So stupid. I see we have everything here still. Alright. Only we're gonna get to keep our 6k gold because we are god. We're gods like that. Oh, this is so good. Oh, I cannot wait, man. Cannot wait to, redeem all these spell tomes. See how many pounds we got. Alright, right now we got 314. Remember that number? Oh, never mind. You all too retarded for that. But it's alright. Ready, set. You ready? You ready? I'm not, so fuck you. Wait a bit longer. Ready? Ooh, that sounded rough. Oh, okay, that like doubled our weight. Actually, a little bit more than that. Alright, we got Spell Tome Arrow Ballista. Fires a Ballista Arrow at a target, doing 75 damage and staggering them. Oh. Spell Tome Arrows Ballista / Volley. Fires Ballista Arrows at a target, doing 105 damage and staggering them. Spell Tome Arrow Heroic. Fires a Heroic Arrow at a target, doing 45 damage and staggering them. Spell Tome Arrow Heroic / Volley. Fires Heroic Arrows at a target, doing 60 damage and staggering them. Spell Tome Arrow Spectral. Fires a Spectral Arrow at them, doing 18 damage and staggering them. Spell Tome Arrow Spectral / Volley. Fires Spectral Arrows at targets, doing 30 damage and staggering them. Spell Tome Blaze of Wrath. Ooh, this sounds good. One of the most powerful spells ever discovered. Where this spell is used, a bunch of agony and grief and despair and orphans' deaths follows. Does 240 damage per blast to a large area, 3-second cast time. Also allows you to smoke a joint and get some beer. Spell Tome Blood Barrage. Barrage an enemy with blood magic for 72 damage a second. Spell Tome Blood Blast. Blast the target with blood magic for 90 damage. Spell Tome Blood Destroyer. A devastatingly powerful blood magic attack that obliterates opponents and gives them H in the process. Spell Tome Blood Eradication. A blood magic spell that does immense damage to an area. Force enemies down to the ground. That way you can just hit them with a Spell Tome Blood Telekinetic. Eradicate a target for 18 damage. Just eviscerate them. I wish I was part of it though. Spell Tome Blood Touch. Upon touch of hand, eradicate a target for 27 damage and then fondle them. Spell Tome Blood Volley. Volley a foe with blood magic for 45 damage per second. Spell Tome Centurion Lord. Conjure Centurion Lord for too many seconds. Requires a large amount of open space to summon. No one gives a damn. Spell Tome Charm. Disarm an opponent and leave them open to loud attacking. Spell Tome Charm Shield. Absorb damage and gain 25% magical resistance. Spell Tome Charm Silencing. Move silently for half a minute and half your life. Oh my god, I can't even read this. The fine print. What is this? A whole terms of service? Okay, hang on. Spell Tome Cloak Elemental. For 10 seconds, opponents in melee range take 8 points of fire damage per second. Targets on fire take extra damage. For 10 seconds, opponents in melee range take 8 points of frost damage and stamina damage per second. For 10 seconds, nearby enemies take 8 points of shock damage and half magical damage. Spell Tome Cloak Fire Shock. Protects the caster with a potent circle of fire and lightning for 15 seconds. Spell Tome Cloak Frostfire. Protects the caster with a potent circle of fire and frost for 15 seconds. Spell Tome Cloak Frost Shock. Protects the caster with a potent circle of lightning and frost for 15 seconds. Spell Tome Cure Disease. Cure all diseases that you're currently afflicted with. Spell Tome Curse Commanding. A very powerful curse that calms any target regardless of how strong they are or how immense they may be for 60 seconds. Spell Tome Curse Cruciating. A curse that tortures its victims, paralyzing or causing terrible stabbing pains throughout their entire body for 10 seconds. My type of spell. Spell Tome Curse Killing. A spell thought only to be part of a fairy tale. Those touched by this legendary spell are just sold to it through their bodies. This is gruesome. Spell Tome Darkness Barrage. Barrage an enemy with 60 with darkness magic for 48 damage per second. Target's resist fire attribute decreases by 7 per second. Spell Tome Darkness Blackfire, a powerful dark fire attack that makes the target burn for 18 damage a second for a long period of time. Spell Tome Darkness Blast. Blast the target back to hell with darkness magic for 60 damage. Target's resist fire attributes decreased by 22. Spell Tome Darkness Destroyer. A continuous phantom spell that decimates opponents at a distance, doing a high amount of damage to an area. Target's resist fire attribute decreased by 15 per second. Spell Tome Darkness Grasp. A phantom spell that rips apart an enemy. Target's fire resist attribute decreases by 22 points. Spell Tome Darkness Illusionary Paralysis. Paralyze target for 15 seconds. This is just asking for it. Spell tome darkness invisibility. Caster's invisible for 20 seconds. Activating an object or attacking will break the spell. Spell tome darkness invisibility greater. Caster's invisibility for 60 seconds. Activating an object or attacking will break the spell. Spell tome darkness shadow shroud. Creates a dark cloak of energy that harms nearby opponents and summons a sword that does an immense amount of damage for 60 seconds. Also gives some damage resistance power. Spell tome darkness, shadow shroud ranged, creates a dark cloak of energy that harms nearby opponents and summons a bow that does an immense amount of damage for 60 seconds, also gives some damage resistance power. Spell tome darkness telekinetic, devastate a target for 12 damage. Telekinetic spells can strike a target at a great distance. Targets resist fire attribute decreases by 3 per second. We got spell tome darkness touch. Upon touch of blood, devastate a target for 18 damage. Targets resist fire attribute decreases by 3 per second. Spell tome darkness volley. Volley a foe with darkness magic for 30 per second. Targets resist fire attribute decreases by 6 per second. Spell tome divine barrage. Barrage enemy with divine magic from Lord Tachanka for 48 damage per second. Spell tome divine blast. Blast the target with. Well, I mean, I don't care. I'm getting age restricted anyway. Divine blast. Blast the target with divine seeming magic for 60 damage. Spell tome divine destroyer. Harness holy energy to destroy a target for 84 damage per second. Spell tome divine detect life. Allows the user to see nodes of energy from all their surrounding targets. Life detect for 30 seconds. Spell tome divine embrace. Protects caster, providing high damage reduction and complete magical resistance power. Okay. I thought this stuff was supposed to be balanced. Spell tome divine overshield. Gives a high amount of damage reduction to the caster for 7 seconds. Spell tome divine resurrection. Resurrects the target by infusing them with divine energy. Yeah, none of this is busted. Not more busted in my soul. No, it's impossible. Spell tome divine shield protects caster, providing damage reduction for 15 seconds. Spell tome divine shining light creates a hovering light that lasts for a minute. Spell tome divine sunray, intense beam of light that scorches the target for 225 damage per second, giving them the most intense sunburn of their entire fucking life. Spell tome divine telekinetic, harness divine energy to strike a target down for 12 damage per second. Telekinetic spells can strike at a target at a greater distance. Spell tome divine touch, upon touch of hand, harness divine energy to strike a target for 18 damage a second. Spell tome divine volley. Volley a foe with divine magic for 30 damage per second. Spell tome divine devotion. Channel holy devotion to do 120 damage to a target. Spell tome drain health. Drain 15 health per second. Spell tome drain magicka. Drains 15 magic per second. Spell tome drain stamina. Drain 30 stamina per second. Spell tome earth barrage. Barrage an enemy with earth magic for 48 damage per second. Earth spells damage to target's health and stamina. Spell tome earth blast. Blast a target with earth magic for 60 damage. Earth spells damage to target's health and stamina. Spell tome earth boulder. Launch a boulder at a foe. Earth spells damage to a target's health and stamina. Spell tome earth boulderite. Launch a large boulder at a foe. Earth spells damage to target's health and stamina. Spell tome earth destroyer. Harness the power of the earth to continuously pummel a foe. Earth spells damage. Spells also damage target's health and stamina. Dude, I'm gonna go. After this, I'm raiding this city. Spell tome earth telekinetic. Pummel a target with 12 health and stamina. Earth spells damage a target's health and stamina. Telekinetic spells can strike a target at a great distance. Spell term earth touch. Upon touch of blood. Hand. Dang it. Pummel a target for 18 health and stamina. Earth spells damage a target's health and stamina. Spell tome earth volley. Volley a foe with earth magic for 30 damage per second. Earth spells damage a target's health, stamina, and will to live. Spell term elemental onslaught. This is a potent gout of fire. It does 23 points per second. Targets on fire take extra damage. A potent blast lightning. It does 23 points of damage per second to health and magicka. A potent blast of cold. It does 23 points of damage per second to health and stamina. Spell tome elemental outburst. A 67-point fiery explosion centered on the caster does more damage to closer targets. Targets take 84 points of frost damage to health and stamina. Targets take 84 points of shock damage per second to health and half that to magicka. Spell tome Elemental Strike, plus 10 Elemental Strike, plus 10 Elemental Strike, plus 10 Elemental Strike. Spell tome Enchantment Elemental empowers your weapon to deal additional fire and shock damage in addition to slowing the target for 15 seconds on the right hand. Spell tome Enchant Fire empowers your weapon to do extra fire damage for 15 seconds with the right hand. Spell tome Enchant Lightning empowers your weapon to do extra shock damage for 15 seconds in the right hand. Spell tome Iterate severely weaken a target and leave them vulnerable to attacking. Spell tome Enhanced Speed, run faster for 22 seconds. Spell tome Enhanced Speed Greater, run faster than the previous spell, faster than you would ever have to run if you, we'll just leave it at that. Spell tome Enhanced Speed Master, run faster than you would when your mom calls you asking what your search history says. Spell tome Enhanced Weapon Speed, swing your weapon multiple times faster. Spell tome Enhanced Weapon Speed Greater, swing your weapon multiple times faster. Spell tome Fire Barrage, barrage an enemy with fire magic for 78 damage a second. Spell tome Fire Blast, blast a target with fire magic for 93 damage. Oh, this sounds godly. Spell tome Fire Blaze Bolt, fires a slow but intensely powerful condensed ball of fire that explodes upon impact to do a massive 195 damage to a single target and 100 area damage, 3-second cast time. Spell tome Fire Destroyer, a devastatingly powerful fire attack that does 124 damage per second to a target. Spell tome Fire Shot creates a small area of fire that burns a target for 18 damage per second. Spell tome Fire Slasher, a scorching attack that does 105 damage to a target. Spell tome Fire Slayer Greater, an explosive scorching attack that has 195 damage to a target. Spell tome Fire Telekinetic, burns a target for 15 damage. Telekinetic spells can strike a target at a greater distance. Spell tome Fire Touch, upon touch of hand, burns a target for 24 damage. Spell tome Fire Volley, volley a foe with fire magic for 54 damage per second. Spell tome Flame Sparks, a potent gouge of fire that does 33 points of damage per second. Targets on fire take extra damage. A potent blast of lightning does 33 points of damage per second to health and magicka. Spell tome Fortify Alchemy, spell tome Fortify Alteration, Fortify Alteration by 20 for 15 seconds, spell tome Fortify Archery, Fortify Archery by 20 for 45 seconds, spell tome Fortify Block for 20 for 45 seconds, spell tome Fortify Carry Weight, Fortify Carry Weight by 200 for 45 seconds, spell tome Fortify Conjuration by 20 for 15 seconds. Spell tome Fortify Destruction by 20 for 15 seconds. Spell tome Fortify Enchanting by 20 for 45 seconds. Spell tome Fortify Heavy Armor by 20 for 45 seconds. Spell tome Fortify Illusion by 20 for 15 seconds. Spell tome Fortify Light Armor by 20 for 45 seconds. Spell tome Fortify Lockpicking by 20 for 45 seconds. Spell tome Fortify One-Handed by 20 for 45 seconds. Spell tome Fortify Restoration by 20 for 15 seconds. Spell tome Fortify Smithing by 20 for 45 seconds. Spell tome Fortify Sneak by 20 for 45 seconds. Spell tome Fortify Speech by 20 for 45 seconds. Spell tome Fortify Stamina by 100 for 45 seconds. Spell tome Fortify Two-Handed by 20 for 45 seconds. Spell tome Frost Barrage an enemy with frost magic for 48 damage per second. Frost spells cause targets to move slower. Spell tome Frost Blast the target with frost magic for 60 damage. Frost spells cause targets to move slower. Spell tome Frost Destroyer, destroy a target with continuous blast of frost magic. Frost spells cause targets to move slower. Spell tome Frost Entombment effect for 6 seconds plus 3 generic frost damage for 6 seconds. Spell tome Frost Shot, create a small area of frost that chills the target for 15 damage per second. Spell tome Frost Telekinetic, freeze the target for 12 damage. Frost spells cause targets to move slower. Telekinetic spells can strike a target at a greater distance. Spell tome Frost Touch. Upon touch of hand, freeze a target for 18 damage. Frost spells cause targets to move slower. Spell Tome Frost Volley. Volley a foe with Frost magic for 30 damage a second. Frost spells cause targets to move slower. Spell Tome Frost Flame. A potent gout of fire that does 33 damage per second. Targets on fire take extra damage. And a potent blast of cold that does 33 points of damage per second to health and stamina. Spell Tome Frost Sparks. A potent blast of cold that does 33 points of damage per second to health and stamina. And a potent blast of lightning that does 33 points of damage per second to health and magicka. Spell Tome. Oh my god. We have an ultimate Naruto reference here. Spell Tome Gate 1 Opening. Increase speed, weapon speed. One-handed, two-handed, stamina, sneak, and block abilities for 10 seconds. The caster takes 3 damage per second. Spell Tome Gate 2 Rest. Increase speed, weapon speed, one-handed, two-handed, stamina, sneak, and block abilities for 10 seconds. The caster takes 5 damage per second. Spell Tome Gate 3 Life. Increase speed, weapon speed, one-handed, two-handed, stamina, sneak, and block abilities for 10 seconds. The caster takes 7 damage per second. Spell Tome Gate 4 Pain. Increases speed, weapon speed, one-handed, two-handed, stamina, sneak, and block abilities for 10 seconds. The caster takes 9 points of damage per second. Spell Tome Gate 5 Limit. Increases speed, weapon speed, one-handed, two-handed, stamina, sneak, and block abilities for 10 seconds. The caster takes 11 damage per second. Spell Tome Gate 6 View. Increases speed, weapon speed, one-handed, two-handed, stamina, sneak, block abilities for 10 seconds. The caster takes 14 damage per second. Spell Tome Gate 7 Wonder. Increases stamina, weapon speed, one-handed, two-handed, stamina, sneak, and block abilities for 10 seconds. And the caster takes 18 damage per second. And finally, for the gates, we have Spell Tome Gate 8 Death. Increases speed, weapon speed, one-handed, two-handed, stamina, sneak, and block abilities for 10 seconds. And the caster takes 25 damage per second. Spell Tome Glacial Enchantment. Empowers your weapon to do extra frost damage for 15 seconds on the right hand. Spell Tome Host. Atronash Summon X3 requires Tripper Souls perk. Spell Tome Host Bear. Summons a bear, cave bear, and snow bear for 60 seconds. Spell Tome Host Bear Alpha. Summons an alpha bear, cave bear, and snow bear for 60 seconds. Spell Tome Host Charis. Summon X3 requires Tripper Souls perk. Spell Tome Host Draugr. Summon X3 requires Tripper Souls perk. Spell Tome Host Draugr Greater. Summon X3 requires Tripper Souls perk. Oh, they did not do this. They didn't. Spell Tome Host Jamora Lord. Summon X3 requires Tripper Souls perk. Spell Tome Host Familiar. Summons X3 requires Tripper Souls perk. Spell Tome Host Familiar Flaming Familiar. Summon X3 requires Triple Souls perk. Now what is this? Spell Tome Host Farm Friends. Summon X3. What the fuck is this, Mary Sue? Spell Tome Host Ghost Maiden. Summon X3 requires Triple Souls. Okay. Alright. Spell Tome Host Ghost Warrior. That's what I'm talking about. Summons the Ghost of Sparta. 3 copies of the Ghost of Sparta from 98 for... forget it. It requires Triple Souls perk. Spell Tome Host Mudcrab. Mudcrab summons X3. Requires Triple Souls perk. Spell Tome Host Mudcrab Giant. Summon X3. Requires Triple Souls perk. Spell Tome Host Nature Friends. Summon X3. Requires Triple Souls perk. Spell Tome Host Reichling. Summon X3. Requires Triple Souls perk. Spell Tome Host Skeletal Minion Summon X3, requires Triple Souls perk. Spell Tome Host Slaughterfish Summon X3, requires Triple Souls perks. Spell Tome Host Spider Jumping Spider Summon X3, requires Triple Souls perk. Spell Tome Host Spriggan Summon X3, requires Triple Souls perk. Spell Tome Host Werewolf Summon X3, requires Triple Souls perk. Spell Tome Host Wolf Alpha Wolf summons X3 requires Triple Souls perk. Spell Tome Host Wolf Alpha Ice Wolf summon X3 requires Triple Souls perk. Spell Tome Host Wolf Alpha Wolf Mix summon X3 requires Triple Souls perk. Spelltome Host Wolf Alpha/Red. Alpha Red Wolf, summon X3, requires Triple Souls perk. Spelltome Host Wolf Mix, summon X3, requires Triple Souls perk. Spelltome Lightning Impact, harness the devastating power of lightning to continuously shock a target. Spelltome Lightning Barrage, potent lightning that does 48 damage per points of shock damage, health, and magic per second. Spelltome Lightning Blast, knocks back target. Blast a target with lightning magic for 60 health and magic damage. Spelltome Lightning Destroyer, lightning bolt that does 84 points of shock damage, health, and half to magic, then leaps to a new target. Spelltome Lightning Telekinetic, zap a target for 12 health and magic. Telekinetic spells can strike a target at a great distance. Spelltome Lightning Touch, a telekinetic shock attack that does 18 damage per second to a target at close range. Spelltome Lightning Volley, volley a foe with lightning magic for 30 seconds to both health and magicka. Spelltome Lightning Shot, create a small area of lightning that strikes a target for 12 damage per second. Spelltome Lightning Strike, a very powerful lightning strike attack that strikes through an opponent at close range, must touch the target. Spelltome Lightning Strike Range, a very powerful lightning attack that strikes through an opponent at long range. Spelltome Magnetism Coin, use magnetism to fire a coin at a target doing 40 physical damage. Spelltome Poison Touch, upon touch of hand, poison a target for 4 damage for 6 seconds. Spelltome Poison Barrage, barrage an enemy with poison magic for 12 damage per second for 6 seconds. Poison spells do significant damage over a period of time. Spelltome Poison Blast, blast a target with poison magic for 15 damage for 6 seconds. Poison spells do significant damage over a period of time. Spelltome Poison Destroyer, an immense continuous blast of poison that does 21 damage a second for 6 seconds. Acidic spells do significant damage over a period of time. Spelltome Poison Telekinetic, poison a target for 3 damage for 6 seconds. Telekinetic spells can strike a target at a great distance. Spelltome Poison Volley, volley a foe with poison magic for 7 damage per second for 6 seconds. Acidic spells do significant damage over a period of time. Spelltome Potent Flames, a potent gout of fire that does 48 points per second. Targets on fire take extra damage. Spelltome Potent Frostbite, a potent blast of cold that does 24 points of damage per second to health and stamina. Spelltome Potent Sparks, a potent blast of lightning that does 30 points of damage per second to health and magicka. Spelltome Ravage Health, drain 30 health per second. Spelltome Ravage Magicka, drain 30 magicka per second. Spelltome Ravage Stamina, drain 50 stamina per second. And Spelltome Resistance Barrier, gain 100 resistance to fire, frost, shock, and poison for 6 seconds, as well as Spelltome Resistance Field, gain 25% resistance to fire, frost, shock, and poison for 20 seconds. Continuing on with the rest, we have Spelltome Resistance Field Greater, gain 50% resistance to fire, frost, shock, and poison for 15 seconds. We have Spelltome Restore Health Target, restore target's health by 25 per second. Spelltome Restore Health Instant Target, restore target's health by 75. Spelltome Restore Magicka Target, restore target's magicka by 25 per second. Spelltome Restore Magicka Instant Target, restore target's magicka by 75. Spelltome Restore Stamina Self, restores caster's stamina by 56 per second. Spelltome Restore Stamina Target, restore target's stamina by 25 per second. Spelltome Restore Stamina Instant Self, restore caster stamina by 168. Spelltome Restore Stamina Instant Target, restore target stamina by 75. Spelltome Rune Calm, cast on a nearby surface, rune causes calm for 30 seconds. Spelltome Rune Damage Magicka, cast on a nearby surface, rune explodes for 100 magicka damage when activated. Spelltome Rune Damage Stamina, cast on a nearby surface, rune explodes for 100 stamina damage when activated. Spelltome Rune Deplenish, cast on a nearby surface, rune explodes for 60 damage, stamina and magicka damage. Spelltome Rune Elemental, cast on a nearby surface, rune explodes for 12 shock, frost, and fire damage. Spelltome Rune Fear, cast on a nearby surface, rune causes fear for 30 seconds. Spelltome Rune Frenzy, cast on a nearby surface, rune causes frenzy for 30 seconds. Spelltome Rune Paralysis, cast on a nearby surface, rune causes paralysis for 45 seconds. Spelltome Rune Repeater Calm, cast on a nearby surface, rune causes calm for 30 seconds. Spelltome Rune Repeater Damage Magicka, cast on a nearby surface, rune explodes for 100 magicka damage when activated. Spell Tome Rune Repeater, damage stamina, cast on a nearby surface. Rune explodes for 100 stamina damage when activated. Spell Tome Rune Repeater, Fear, cast on a nearby surface. Rune causes fear for 30 seconds. Spell Tome Rune Repeater, Fire, cast on a nearby surface. Rune explodes for 60 fire damage when activated. Spell Tome Rune Repeater, Frenzy, cast on a nearby surface. Rune causes frenzy for 30 seconds. Spell Tome Rune Repeater, Frost, cast on a nearby surface. Rune explodes for 50 frost damage when activated. Spell Tome Rune Reaper, Lightning, cast on a nearby surface. Rune explodes for 50 shock damage when activated. Spell Tome Rune Repeater, Paralysis, cast on a nearby surface. Rune causes paralysis for 45 seconds. Spell Tome Rune Repeater, Shock, cast on a nearby surface. Rune explodes for 50 shock damage when activated. Spell Tome Saber Cat, Snowy, conjure Snowy Saber Cat for way too much time. Spell Tome Spirit Bear, summon a Spirit Bear for 30 seconds. Spell Tome Spirit Dragon, summon a Spirit Dragon for 30 seconds. Spell Tome Spirit Saber Cat, summon a Spirit Saber Cat for 30 seconds. Spell Tome Spirit Troll, summon a Spirit Troll for half a minute. Spell Tome Spirit Wolf, summon a Spirit Wolf for half a minute. Spell Tome Summon Ash Hopper, conjure an Ash Hopper for way too much time. Spell Tome Summon Ash Immolator, conjure an Ash Immolator for way too long. Spell Tome Summon Bear, conjure Bear for way too long. Spell Tome Summon Bear Alpha, conjure an Alpha Bear for way too long. Spell Tome Summon Bear Alpha / Cave, conjure an Alpha Cave Bear for way too much time. Conjure Spell Tome Summon Bear Alpha / Snow, conjure an Alpha Snow Bear for way too much time. Spell Tome Summon Bear Cave, conjure Cave Bear for way too much time. Spell Tome Summon Spell Tome Summon Bear Snow, conjure a Snow Bear for way too much time. Spell Tome Summon Bristleback, conjure Bristleback for way too much time, requires a large amount of open space to summon and must be cast outside. Spell Tome Summon Centurion, conjure Centurion for way too much time. Spell Tome Summon Charis, conjure Charis for way too much time. Spell Tome Summon Charis Frozen, conjure Frozen Charis for way too much time. Spell Tome Summon Chicken, conjure Chicken that no one dares hit for the rest of eternity. Spell Tome Summon Cow, conjure Cow for way too much time. And, oh god, this one's interesting. Spell Tome Summon Cow, conjure Painted Cow for way too much time. That is a target of way too many paintball gun wars. Spell Tome Summon Deathhound Dire, conjure Dire Deathhound for way too much time. Spell Tome Summon Deer, conjure Deer for way too much time. Spell Tome Summon Rudolph, conjure Rudolph for way too much time. Spell Tome Summon Dispel is something that was added by Fenderix Magic World. Spell Tome Summon Dog, conjure Dog for way too long. Spell Tome Summon Dragon Ancient, conjure Ancient Fire Dragon for way too much time, requires a large amount of open space to summon. Spell Tome Summon Dragon Fire, conjure Fire Dragon for way too much time, requires a large amount of open space to summon. Spell Tome Summon Dragon Frost, conjure Frost Dragon for way too much time, requires a large amount of open space to summon. Spell Tome Summon Dragon Lake, conjure Lake Dragon for way too much time, requires a large amount of open space to summon. Spell Tome Summon Dragon Serpentine / Fire, conjure a Serpentine Fire Dragon for way too much time, requires a large amount of open space to summon. Spell Tome Summon Dragon Serpentine / Frost, conjure Serpentine Frost Dragon for way too much time, requires a large amount of open space to summon. Spell Tome Summon Dragon Skeletal, conjure Skeletal Dragon for way too much time, requires a large amount of open space to summon and must be cast outside. Spell Tome Summon Dragon Priest, conjure Dragon Priest for a minute. Spell Tome Draugr Archer, conjure Draugr Archer for way too much time. Spell Tome Summon Draugr Archer / Titan, conjure Draugr Archer Titan for way too much time. Spell Tome Summon Draugr Lord, conjure Draugr Lord for way too much time. Spell Tome Summon Draugr Overlord, conjure Draugr Overlord for way too much time. Spell Tome Summon Draugr Warrior, conjure Draugr Warrior for way too much time. Spell Tome Summon Draugr Warrior / Titan, conjure Draugr Warrior Titan for way too much time. Spell Tome Summon Jamora, conjure Jamora for way too much time. Spell Tome Summon Dwarven Spear, conjure Dwarven Spear for way too much time. Spell Tome Summon Elk, conjure an Elk for way too much time. Spell Tome Summon Fox Orange, conjure a Black Fox for way too much time. Spell Tome Summon Fox Snow, conjure a Fox for way too much time. Spelltome summon Gargoyle Brute, conjure Gargoyle Brute for way too much time. Spelltome summon Ghost Main, conjure Ghost Main for way too much time. Spelltome summon Ghost Warrior, conjure Ghost Warrior for way too much time. Spelltome, way too much time. Spelltome summon Giant, conjure Giant for way too much time. Requires a large amount of open space to summon, and must be cast outside. Spelltome summon Giant Frost. Conjure a Frost Giant for way too much time. Requires a large amount of open space to summon and must be cast outside. Spelltome summon Goat. Conjure Goat for way too much time. Spelltome summon Horker. Conjure a Hooker for... sorry, something it says. Actually, I'm not sure. That's exactly what it says for way too much time. Spelltome summon Horse. Conjure a Horse for way too much time. Spelltome summon Horse Variant. Conjure a Horse for way too much time. Spelltome summon Husky, conjure a Husky for way too much time. Spelltome summon Lurker outside your house. Conjure Lurker outside your house for way too much time. Requires a large amount of open space. Summon it must be cast outside. Spelltome summon Mammoth. Conjure Mammoth for way too much time. Requires a large open space. Summon it must be cast outside. Spelltome summon Mudcrab. Conjure Mudcrab for way too much time. Spelltome summon Mudcrab Giant. Conjure Giant Mudcrab for way too much time. Spelltome summon Netch. Conjure Netch for way too much time. Spelltome summon Primeval. Conjure a Primeval for way too much time. Spelltome summon Rabbit. Conjure a Rabbit for way too much time. Spelltome summon Reaper. Conjure a Reaper for way too much time. Spelltome summon Reichling Chief. Conjure a Reichling Chief for way too much time. Spelltome summon Reichling Ranger. Conjure a Reichling Ranger for way too much time. Spelltome summon Reichling Warrior. Conjure a Reichling Warrior for way too much time. Spelltome summon Sabercat. Conjure Sabercat for way too much time. Spelltome summon Sabercat Veil. Conjure Sabercat for way too much time. Spelltome summon Skeever Dire. Conjure Dire Skeever for way too much time. Spelltome summon Skeever Dire /White. Conjure Dire White Skeever for way too much time. Spelltome summon Skeleton Archer. Conjure Skeleton Archer for way too much time. Spelltome summon Skeleton Archer /Titan. Conjure Skeleton Titan Archer for way too much time. Spelltome summon Skeleton Magic Mage /Fire. Conjure Skeletal Fire Mage for way too much time. Spelltome summon Skeleton Mage /Frost. Conjure Skeleton Mage for way too much time. Spelltome summon Skeleton Mage /Shock. Conjure Skeleton Shock Mage for way too much time. Spelltome summon Skeleton Warrior. Conjure Skeleton Warrior for way too much time. Spelltome summon Skeleton Warrior /Titan. Conjure Skeleton Titan Warrior for way too much time. Spelltome summon Slaughterfish. Conjure Slaughterfish for way too much time. Spelltome summon Spider Frostbite. Conjure Frostbite Spider for way too much time. Spelltome summon Spider Jumping /Fire. Conjure Jumping Fire Spider for way too much time. Oh, sorry, I read that wrong. Jumping Allah Akbar Death from Above Spider for the rest of your life. Spelltome summon Spider Jumping Frost. Conjure Jumping Frost Spider that chills you back to the grave for way too much time. Spelltome summon Spider Jumping Shock. Conjure Jumping Shock Spider will paralyze you, chase you out of the poo-poo, and go right up your poos. Spelltome summon Spider Queen. Conjure Spider Queen for way too many minutes. Spelltome summon Spriggan. Conjure Spriggan for way too much time. Spelltome summon Spriggan Burnt. Conjure Burnt Spriggan for way too much time. Spelltome summon Spriggan Matron. Conjure Spriggan Matron for way too much time. Spelltome summon Stag White. Conjure White Stag for way too much time. Spelltome summon Troll. Conjure Troll for way too much time. Spelltome Troll Armored /Frost. Conjure an Armored Frost Troll for way too much time. Spelltome summon Troll Frost. Conjure Frost Troll for way too much time. Spelltome summon Vampire Lord. Conjure Vampire Lord for way too much time. Spelltome summon Werebear. Conjure Werebear for way too much time. Spelltome summon Werewolf. Conjure Werewolf for way too much time. Spelltome summon Wolf. Conjure Wolf for way too much time. Spelltome summon Wolf Alpha. Conjure an Alpha Wolf for way too much time. Spelltome summon Wolf Alpha / Ice, conjuring Ice Alpha Ice Wolf for way too much time. Spelltome summon Wolf Alpha / Red, conjuring Alpha Red Wolf for way too much time. Spelltome summon Wolf Ice, conjure an Ice Wolf for way too much time. Spelltome summon Wolf Red, conjure Red Wolf for way too much time. Spelltome summon Chorus Hunter, conjure Chorus Hunter for way too much time. Spelltome time accelerate time by 10 seconds. Spelltome time analysis, slow time to analyze any kind of situation for 10 seconds. Spelltome time analysis greater, slow time to analyze any kind of situation for 10 seconds. Spelltome time dimensional rift, slows down time and speed up your blows for 10 seconds. Spelltime future, jump forward through time for 10 seconds. Spelltome time master, greatly slow time and increase your speed for 15 seconds. Spelltome time slow time for 10 seconds. Spelltime time slow greater, greatly slow time for 10 seconds. Spelltime time slut time for 3 seconds. Oh, yeah, that's what it says. Spelltome transgender, turns your opponent into a trans for 8 seconds. Spelltome water barrage and enemy water magic for 48 seconds. Target's resistance to shock is decreased by 7 per second and they drown and die. Yay for me. Spelltome water blast a target with water magic for 60 damage. Targets resist shock attribute decreased by 22 per second. Spelltome water destroyer. Oh, thank the gods. We're almost done. Spelltome Water Destroyer, an extremely potent water spell. Blast torrents of water at targets. Targets resist shock attribute decreased by 15 per second. Spelltome Water Telekinetic, drench a target for 12 damage. Telekinetic spells can strike a target at a great distance. Targets resist shock attribute decreases by 3 points per second. Spelltome Water Touch, upon touch of hand, drench a target for 18 damage. Targets resist shock attribute decreases by 3 per second. Spelltome Water Volley a foe with water magic for 30 damage per second. Targets resist shock attribute decreases by 7 per second. Spelltome Weakness to Elements. Targets resist fire attribute decreases by 10. Targets resist frost attribute decreases by 10. And targets resist shock attribute decreases by 10 per second. Spelltome Weakness to Fire. Targets resist fire attribute decreases by 10. Spelltome Weakness to Frost. Targets resist frost attribute decreases by 10. Spelltome Weakness to Shock. Targets resist shock attribute decreases by 10 per second. Spelltome Wind Barrage an enemy with wind magic to knock back a target. Spelltome Wind Blast a target with wind magic and send them flying. Spelltome Wind Destroyer, channel gust of wind to destroy an enemy. Spelltome Wind Force Mega Strike, a very powerful force attack that does immense knockback damage to an opponent at close range, must touch the target. Spelltome Force Wind Force Omega Strike, plus 300 Force Strike Omega effect. Okay. Spelltome Wind Force Strike, a very powerful force attack that does immense knockback damage to an opponent at close range, must touch the target. Spelltome Wind Telekinetic, harness wind to strike a target for 6 damage. Telekinetic spells can strike a target at a great distance. Spelltome Wind Touch, upon touch of hand, harness wind to strike a target for 9 damage. Spelltome Wind Volley a foe with wind magic for 0 damage per second, most useful spell in the game. Spelltome Demonic Energy, for 15 seconds, opponents in melee range take 8 points of fire damage per second. Targets on fire take extra damage. And finally, the Book of the Dragonborn. So yeah, after a good half hour or so of reading just titles and effects, we finally are here, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready to learn all these amazing spells. And personally, I cannot wait for it. I don't know why it has the Book of the Dragonborn in there, to be honest. To me, it's kind of like the same thing, I feel, but whatever.
I need to ask you to stop. Good. Been a murder over in Riften. Some old lady who runs an orphanage. Those poor children must be heartbroken.
Yeah, I bet. Let's quick save right here. And now, Cat's going crazy. Oh, yeah, I will take my throne. Thank you. Why can't I go in first person using the throne? Oh, that's cute. I'm still Argonian. Not for long, I'm not. I'm gonna let the rest of these spells run through. As you see, flames don't dare harm me. Well, I'm gonna go around the world. See you guys later. See, even Lydia's getting bored. I can get hurt? The guide of Skyrim can get hurt? What is this? Oh, that's what I thought. Let's just check one last time to confirm it. 2 out of 3 says I can't. Look at that. I already outran already. I laughed it 3 times. Wow. It showed the health as if it decreased. It even took away some of the movement in my hand by vibrating the controller, but as you can see, my health is perfectly fine. Didn't even need to regenerate whatsoever. You know, technically a god should be able to bend reality to his whims, correct? Or I suppose her as well. Maybe we should enable the 5 times jump height mod. That sounds fun. Imagine what we could jump over. Town gates wouldn't be safe. Probably not even a wall. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to stumble into your little cult.
One of the new servants? Remember that I like my meat rare.
Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots. Good job.
Absurd that you can't cook good sweet rolls in the skeever hole of a city.
Father says I'm too young to train with the sword, so I practice with my fists.
Absurd that you can't cook good sweet rolls in the skeever hole of a city.
Fists. Another wanderer, here to lick my father's boots. Good
Kill
job.
yourself. Uh-oh. Whoops. I think I ended all the things. Yeah, they're no longer like showing all the different things I'm learning or whatever. All the spells I learned. I kinda did that without thinking. But that's alright. Ready? Look at this. I swear I did that on accident. I didn't really mean to end all the spell learning thing notifications flowing down the screen because I personally like the aesthetic of it, but whatever. It's alright. You guys probably got the idea anyway. And as you can see, all skills are unlocked at maximum. Wow. I'm impressed, to be honest. How did you get down there? I was all the way up there. Alright, whatever. What the hell's going on with my other hand? Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Let's go with... Probably don't have enough. Wow, look at that. That's how I'm using a powerful spell. What the hell? Did I somehow hit the water? Well, time to find out. How godly am I truly? What? Here we go. Oh. Oh, that's good. Lydia's just immortal. Okay, that's fantastic. Ah, too much. Oh. Insta-kill, huh? Oh, nice. Wow. What? I hit you. But I hit you. Oh my god, Liddy, you're so stupid. Why would you walk into that? Alright. Well then, guys, I think I've had my fun. But I'm afraid it's time that I end the stream, that way I can go make coffee. That being said, I've been your host, Doing Christmas, signing out. See you guys next time. Have a good one. Gimme.